We left off was where you are going into this position. So we're going to learn that position, and that is on the B string, second fret and third fret. Second, third fret and fourth fret, sorry. And you're trilling that. Hammering on twice. And then you're sliding up, and you're doing it with your first and second finger now, between fourth and fifth. And then fifth and seventh. And then seventh and ninth. Doing that twice. And then instead of coming back to this, come back to fourth and fifth. And then climb up the same. But this time you're coming to 9 and 12. And then 12 and 13. And then 13, 14. No, I'm sorry. 12 and 5th, 12 and 14, 12 and 14, and then 14 and 15. 15, 17, and then 17, 19. So let's review what we got so far. Sorry about that. And then when you get to 19, you're bending that up and catching the high E19 on the bottom. You can bring it back down. And 17, 19. So, and then 17, 19, 17, slide down to 12. And then 15, 17, slide down to 10. And then 12 and 14, slide down to 7. And pick that again. So this is what we got so far. Now we're going into another section of octaves, so I'm just going to call out the first finger and then the octave accordingly, because it's just keep in mind this scale. Just keep that scale in mind. So we got octaves between the D and G. I mean A and G, sorry about that. We've got A on the 4th fret. And you're just playing those twice. So D, G, A, D, G. I'm sorry about that. D, G, D. There we go. And then you're sliding that up to 6th fret. And then 7th. And then you're strumming across. Make sure you don't play any other strings. Strumming across and sliding up to 11. So we got and then when you come back down to 6, then up to 9, and then up to 11, and then slide that up to 14, and then slide it back down to 12. No. 11. So, sorry about that. And then you're coming, instead of, when you're doing the octaves down here, instead of doing, you're doing, you're just climbing back up. So that's 4, 6, 7, 11, and then back down to 6. So switching to your neck pickup, and you're playing from the A string all the way down. You're doing 12, 15 on the A, 13, 15 on the D, and then you're doing 14, 16 on the G, and then 15, 17, 18 on the G, and then you're coming back to 11 on the, 13 on the B to 15, and then you're catching 16 on the high E. And now you are doing these parts where you're still in neck pickup. So that's 14 on the B, and then we've got 16, 17 on the B as well. And then slide up to 16 on the high E. And then back down to 11. And then slide that up. So we got and then go back up again. This time you're playing, instead of sliding to 16, you're sliding to 19. And then 19, 17, 16. So we got now to come into the part where we come down to, we've got still in the neck position, we've got 15, 17 on the G, 15, 18, 15, 18 on the high E and B. So, and then you're coming back down 18, 17, 15, 18, 17, 15, and then you're catching 16 on that high E again and sliding that back down. You're sliding that down to 7, and now you're doing 7, 6, 4, 7, 6, 4, and then 6, 4, 5, 4, 6. So okay, so we got that. And now switch to your treble position, because you're going to be doing a pinch harmonic. Well, not a pinch harmonic, just harmonic basically. And you are climbing 4, 7 on the G, so, and then 4, 6 on the G, and then 5, 7 on the B. And you're going to be bending that up, but you're going to be catching a harmonic. So the harmonic is on the 19th fret. So if we do it with some distortion here, I'm sorry about that. Let me try that again. So just like that. And then we've got a neck position shred of between 12 and 15. You do that like 3 times, and then 12, 15 on A and the D, and then 13 on the G to 16 on the G, and you're going between those 3 times again, and then you're coming down to 11 and 14. Sorry about that. And you're going through those 3 times. And then you're catching 11. So you're catching 11, 13, 11, 9, 8, 9. That's what you're doing there. And then you're going down to a sort of octave to Crazy Train. That's what he puts in there. which is on the A string of 4. Pick that twice, and then you're going to go between that and 6 on the D, back to 4 on the A, and then 7 on the D, back to 4, and then 6 back to 4, 7. And then coming down to the D string, we've got 4, and you're going in between 7 and 6 on the A. And he does an open string on the E there. So you can hit the A here, because when he goes here, you know how you're doing Crazy Train, you're doing, you hit that open. You can either hit open A or 5, because he's gonna start that rhythm there. So it's, it doesn't really make a difference, it's just how you want to play it. So now you're doing 4, 5 on the E, so, and then open E. And you're sliding up to 11 and 12. And you're going between 11, 12, 11, 12, 11, 12, 11. Okay, so this is what we got so far with distortion. Sorry about that. Okay, so now to get into the tapping part, we've got, it's between the B and the G, and then sometimes he hits in the high E. So we've got 12 and 16 are going to be the roots on the B, and then 13 and 14 are going to be on the G. And you're going to be tapping on 17, so 17, and then 16. And then you're doing the same thing that you're doing on the B, and you're doing that on the high E. So you're doing that 3 times, and then you are going to be doing it between the B and the high E, which is 12 on B and the high E. You can bar those, it's just easier to go between them. And it's going to be 16 on both of them, so it's 12 and 16 on both. And it's going to be 18 between them both. Then he's going to move up to 20 and 18. And then 21 and 18. And then you're catching 16 on the high E, hitting 19 and 21, but you're hitting 19 and sliding it up. So, if I can get my chord to work here. No, come on, it was almost there. So you're catching 16 there, and you're just hitting 19 and sliding it up to 21. And then hitting it off. So he does it with his pick, which you can also do. It's a little easier to slide it. And then you're moving down to 14. And then down to 11, but this time you're sliding 21 to 19. And then slowly bend up and let the echo ring out. And then that's what we've got. And if you want to, you can just play a little piano part where it's 4, 6 on the G, and then slide up to 6 on the D, and then 4, 2. And then slide back up, and do the same thing here with between 6 and 8. Just a little piano part there that you can do. And that will be the end of this video of this solo lesson of the series. And just let me know in the comments what you guys want to see next, because there's not really, he hasn't put out a solo in a long time, and I can't really cover it because he didn't have it out. So if you guys could spam him to make a solo that I can cover for you guys and make a lesson for you guys, that would be cool, because then we both would enjoy it. But yeah, that'll be it for this series. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and keep rocking. I'll see y'all later.